Watch the ride.
Hey everybody, so if you do off-road riding like green laning or anything like that, you're going to know having things like this, where your indicators get damaged. They're the first thing that goes when you go green laning because obviously the bushes catch them, pull them, and they're not really that strong, and they get yanked off. Well, wouldn't it be great if you could take them off before you go green laning? Well, you can. R&G are now the UK distributor for click and ride indicators, and these are basically removable indicators. They have like a jack plug. And when my MOT is due soon and 2 of my 4 indicators are not working, I decided I thought I'd replace them. And when I saw these, I thought that is such a great idea, because then I won't be damaging all the indicators that I do when I go green laning. Full transparency, I wanted these. I contacted R&G and said, can you send me a set so I can do a review? And they said yes, of course. All my reviews are completely honest. If I find a problem with it, I'm going to say. Now, the thing I'll say off the bat is, when you look at the price of these, they're not entirely cheap. It's basically 100 quid for a set of 4. Just compared to some indicators, that's very expensive. Compared to some other indicators, that's actually about 50% the cost. It all depends. But I think the amount of indicators you can get through if you do a lot of off-roading and green laning, you might save that quite quickly in being able to remove these. There's one thing I think people will probably say about these that I'm going to answer, which is, you know, well, what stops someone in the street walking up to your bike and pulling your indicators off? Well, what stops someone walking up to you in the street and pulling your indicators off anyway? If they yanked them hard enough to pull these out, they're going to damage your indicator anyway. If they don't know, then I don't think people are going to just walk up to a bike and start grabbing on indicators. Your biggest concern is your friends. Don't tell your friends you have these, because they will be nicking them at every single stop you get to. Let's open these up and have a look at them. Yeah. So this is the 4-pack. You can buy 2 packs or 4 packs, but this is the 4. Right. To my understanding, these have been very popular in New Zealand and Australia for years. Okay, simple enough. Basically, there's not a lot to it. It is a jack plug, just like you would get, you know, a large size jack plug. So this is the unit that you fit to the bike. How does that come apart exactly? Let's have a look. Okay. Okay, it's keyed, so they can't twist. Oh, there you go. Simple enough. So that's just like your normal indicator that will go through the hole. Put that on the other side. Oh. And that. Then that screws in and tightens down, and then there's a keying surface because there's a shape on this, and then these just plug in. So obviously I think they go that way round. So just unplug them, pull them out. That's a good pull. That wasn't like easy. That wasn't like a headphone where you just, you know, gently pull. That was quite a bit of force. And then you can put these in to plug the hole and stop any water getting in when you're riding off-road. You can just shut these in your backpack. What a fantastic idea. I think this is genius. Build quality, very solid, nothing's loose. Feels like nice plastics, nice clear optical plastic, so I'm hoping these will be very bright. And these are also good because they're long, because they get away from behind my, my number plate. Anyway, well, let's just fit these to the bike then. So what I currently have is a working front right, nothing on the rear right, a not working front left, but a working rear left, so that's good, you know. Depending on what bike you have, this will be easier or harder to do, but indicators are one of the easiest things to change. And off it comes. Anyway, easy thing, literally, it's these cables here that go to here. So I'm going to grab one of the bases. Okay, I'm just checking the wiring. One of the wires has got a white stripe on it, the other one is plain black. And if we remember that white stripe is black, then we know which one to plug into what. Just pull those out. Slide the cable out. I've got washers and things in here because it doesn't really fit these indicators into the holes that I've got, but these ones look larger. If not, the washers will do the job again. Obviously, because these are LED indicators, you will need to get resistors if you have standard bulb, you know, incandescent bulb type indicators. I already had LEDs, so I have resistors in place, so I don't have a problem. In fact, no, I think I just changed my relay. What I'm going to quickly do is just plug these in and make sure it works, and I don't have some other problem that it wasn't just the indicator that was causing it. And the bike on? Yeah, whoa. God damn, I just blinded myself, can't see the camera. Can you see this? These are bright, they are way brighter than the ones I had before. That's awesome. As I mentioned, the bases have multiple washers. I'm actually going to take one out because I want a little bit of extra thread sticking out here, so it's not only holding on by a few threads, because this is a thick bracket. But it should work out fine. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. These have actually got, if you noticed earlier, a nut shape, so you can put a spanner on it, but I'm only going to do these hand tight because I can get a good grip on it. It's tight and it's absolutely solid, and I don't want to over tighten it. Just run the cable back up, remembering which one was negative and which one was positive. If you get it the wrong way around, it shouldn't make a difference, it just won't work in most cases, because LEDs only work with one polarity. And the cables are just the right length, they're absolutely perfect. Okay, I just quickly switched it around because when I first put it on I had this the rubber bung on the front, so I've turned it around so it's now on the back. Yeah, as you can see, nice and solid. Pull out like that, go back in like that, and work like that. Okay, so we just have to repeat what we did on the other side. There you go, the front end is done, only took 10 minutes. I absolutely love the look of these indicators personally. There's just a nice shape. And then if you're going green laning, it's literally a case of, oh well, do that, do that, and voila, you have no indicators. It's just a really nice clean little install. Just pull the little bung out, pop your indicator back in, and away you go again. Okay, well now it's time to do the back end, and this is going to get a bit more complicated for me. Yes! Unfortunately for me with the DRZ, I have to strip off a lot of bodywork to get to the cabling because it's all tucked underneath the tail. Some bikes, this will be a lot easier like the front. Roll of duct tape solves every problem. And there you go, all of that just to get the tail to sit up a bit so I can easily get to the cables. You can try and do it from around the side on this bike, but I've just found it's just so much easier to do that. It only takes 10 minutes, but it saves you a lot of anger of trying to do things. I've quickly plugged them in again to test this side. I've got power, so I know that wasn't the problem, it was the indicator. Just check the other side, that too is working, so now I'm going to fit them on both sides and then sort of wiring out afterwards. Done! All that together. All in all, including filming this, which normally doubles the time it takes, hour took me to do the whole lot, and as I say, this back end is ridiculous. But we now have working left, working right, working right, working left. We have our indicators. Well, let's see now how long it would take to convert from indicators to no indicators if you get into the green lane. So you've arrived at the green lane. Indicators out, bungs in. It's the back ones that are the biggest problem in my book, but always worth getting the front ones off as well. There you go. And then do the reverse. Pull the plug out. Plug him in. Plug out. Plug in. Plug in. Plug in. Perfect. Right, I thought I'd do it close up so you can see. Just pulled out. It's a good amount of retention. Push the bung in. It's nice and small and discreet. And then to put them back in, just down. And they are, as I say, keyed, so they don't spin. They stay. They've got a little rock to them, but they stay in that line. I love them. I think they're great. Okay, my conclusion so far, given that I've only just fitted them to the bike, the build quality seems good. The design is absolutely fantastic, I love it. They're nice and bright, they're easy to install. Value for money, yeah, they're a bit more expensive than some indicators, cheaper than others, the high-end stuff, but when it comes to how many sets of indicators have you got to break before you end up paying for a pair of these anyway, you might find that this is the thing for you. And also for people who do track days, obviously you can just yank them out. As I say, these are very popular, as I understand it, in New Zealand and Australia, but you haven't been able to get them here very easily because there wasn't anyone selling them. Now RHOK is the UK distributor. You can go to their website, I'll leave a link in the description, and you can grab yourself a set if you want some. Anyway, thanks to RHOK for sending those to me. I think it's a great product, and I think a lot of people are going to be very pleased that you've actually gone to get them in the UK, because from what I've seen already, quite a few people were after these and couldn't get them before. These will be on my bike from now on. If I have any problems, I'll make a video and let people know about that. And if I don't, in maybe a year's time, I'll do a review, and a year's long review, and see how they've stood up to the tests of time. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and possibly even consider supporting my channel through the methods in the description or through Patreon. Catch you next time. If you enjoyed this video and the other content on the channel, please consider following the links in the description to show your support.